One of our favorites is back from the hit series Blue Bloods, which I love to watch here on CBS, and the producer of Boston's Finest on TNT, Donnie Wahlberg. Hi, Donnie.
Hey, guys.
How are you?
How are you?
Good.
We're so excited to have you. And we're talking about Boston's Finest, which I love sharing this with our audience because I don't know if everyone knows, you come from the biggest family ever in Boston. So this project is really personal for you. How many brothers and sisters again?
There are 9 Wahlberg kids.
Oh, my goodness.
Hundreds when you count in our cousins and relatives, mostly all in the Boston area. And most of them, well, at least in my 9, were at some point chased or arrested or, you know, had run-ins with the police. Except me, I was the good one.
You were the good one.
I think, but I was traumatized because every time I walked down the streets, you know, there were certain neighborhood cops who would always be around and they'd always be looking at me like, when's he going to start stealing cars? And fortunately, I never went down that path, and now I get to work with them in a really fantastic way, which is as an executive producer of Boston's Finest, which is really probably one of the things I'm most proud of in my career, to get to show the world, who now, you know, have all got to see the men and women of the Boston Police Department since the tragic events of the Boston Marathon. To get to show the world who these men and women are on the job and off, it's an incredible treat and incredible honor, and I'm really proud to work with them and be associated with them.
Donnie, are you ever amazed at your success? And more importantly, is the police department ever amazed at your success as to where you've come and now you're able to do a project like this?
Well, I'm amazed every day. I mean, you know, my brother Mark and I, when we talk, you know, which we do a lot now because we're in business together with our restaurants and stuff, we're both amazed and humbled. I mean, we both have a great belief in ourselves and you know, in our family and what we could do, but when you actually start to accomplish things that you dreamed about as a kid, it's really humbling and overwhelming. You know, my real goals in life were just to be able to like walk down the street and have the pizza guy just say, "Hey, Donnie," or, you know, not have everyone, you know, think I was a troublemaker, and to go back home sometimes in Boston and in New England, even in Connecticut, and just sort of see the response and the welcoming that I get. It's overwhelming at times, and I'm surprised by it every day, I'm humbled by it every day, and I'm grateful for it every day.
As we watch Boston's Finest, it's really an incredible reality show because you're using real people, but are all the stories always true?
Yeah, we're not allowed. One of the agreements that I made with the mayor and the police commissioner, Ed Davis, when we started, was that, you know, everything has to be on the up and up. We can't fabricate stories. The officers are not going to do that anyway. You know, their lives are on the line, and we're running around with cameras behind them. Their first priority is to, you know, to solve the case that they're working on, to protect themselves, to get home safe to their families, to protect innocent people in the streets, and now they have to worry about protecting our camera crews and hopefully them not getting in the way or getting themselves or anyone else hurt. So there's no time to fabricate anything, and you know, occasionally we have to reenact a guy running in the door because, you know, it may the camera might have fallen because it was so shaky or whatever, so, you know, we may have to shoot a red shirt running by, but everything's real. There's no fabrications, and you know, we're sort of at the mercy of crime. If crime happens, we get good shows, and if crime doesn't happen, then, you know, we talk about what's not happening in the city of Boston. And it makes the mayor happy when there's no crime. It just makes for a more boring TV show for us.
And on this Friday, obviously, Blue Bloods is black. Can you give Blue Bloods is back? Can you give us any indication as to what's going to take place this season?
Blue Bloods is in season 4. It's going better than ever. We're so excited about it. I mean, the show has just defied logic. You know, a show that comes on Friday nights at 10 o'clock is supposed to just be filler for most networks, but Blue Bloods is the 11th most watched show in all of television this year, and it's growing every year. It's really incredible, and I love the show. It's actually helped me to be a better producer of Boston's Finest, to work with the New York cops and to learn how to tell stories as a police officer. I'm able to sort of take the reality stuff and frame it into a cohesive story for Boston's Finest.
Well, Donnie, we think you're the finest. We appreciate you coming on Better Connecticut.
Yes, we will be watching not only Blue Bloods, but the premiere next Tuesday of the new season of Boston's Finest on TNT. Thank you so much, and have a great Thanksgiving with all those Wahlbergs.
You too, guys.
All right, thank you so much. Coming up next, gardening expert Julie Harrison is live this week with some Thanksgiving table settings.
Ooh, I'm excited. I need to know. I have a big crowd coming. This looks like some good ideas over there with stuff we have.
I think she's